Hi everybody, in this video we are going to use trigonometric identities in an application. Given tan(θ) equals 15/8, which means tangent is positive in quadrants 1 and 3, and we'll use further information to figure out exactly which quadrant it's in. And if we keep reading, it tells us exactly that. Where theta, the angle, is between pi and 3π/2, so there we go, we have it in quadrant 3. Before we even keep reading, let's draw a little picture for ourselves. There we have, let's try again. There we have quadrant 3, bottom left corner right there. We have our reference triangle with our reference angle. Tan is opposite over adjacent, so opposite over adjacent. Now, we want to leave them both positive when we're feeling a little silly, you know. They are both negative in this quadrant. Left is negative and down is also negative. So that will imply that sorry, I'm just fixing. That both of them are negative, and as we know, a negative over negative does make a positive, so it does make sense, okay? This is also a Pythagorean triple, 8, 15, 17. So we can just put that in there. Hypotenuse is always positive. So we got a lot of stuff all set up. Pretty nice. Beautiful. Lovely. Find the exact meaning, no calculator, just your brain, exact value of cosine theta over 2, the half angle. Now, in the next example, I will figure out the SIGN sign of the final answer at the end of the problem. In this example, I'm going to find the sign, SIGN, of the cosine of theta over 2 at the beginning of the problem. How do we figure out if it's positive or negative? Because as you know, the half angle identity for cosine of theta over 2 equals, it starts off with a plus minus square root of 1 plus cosine theta over 2. It is not both plus and minus, it's just one of them. The way we figure it out is you look at the restrictions put on theta. Theta is between pi and 3π/2. If theta is between pi and 3π/2, if we divide everything by 2, what does that tell me? That theta over 2, the angle in question for the problem right here, which is what the question's asking us, is between, that is 3π/4, half of 3π/2, is 3π/4, and that right there is pi/2. So that means that my theta over 2 is between 3π/4 and, sorry, backwards, 3π/4 and pi/2, so it's somewhere in there. So that's quadrant 2. It's the first half of quadrant 2. Is cosine positive or negative there? Cosine is negative there. So that means my final answer will be negative. So the next step, cosine of theta over 2 equals the negative square root of. Now this is also kind of easier than the next one because we're working with the Pythagorean triple, so there's no radicals going to be floating around on the inside, so it's kind of nice. From I'm just thinking if so in the next problem, if you're watching this video, I just remembered while I was doing this one. This radical right here, I lost it. Do you see? So when you get to it, I lost it. So there's a radical over the whole top. Okay? So in that case, I wouldn't do anything with this. I'm clearly, did I eat? I'm tired or hungry. So that's going to be the one that is in the click-through at the end of this video, is that one. So you saw it happen in real time if you're watching this. Me remember that I didn't write down that radical as I drew that one. Sorry, my bad. So 1 plus, now what is cosine of theta? Theta is here, not here. Theta is here. What is cosine of theta? Adjacent over hypotenuse. So negative 8 over 17 over 2. And that's it. We're going to clean it up. The rest of this is algebra. If you could do this much, you did the pre-calc. Good job. If you mess up after this point, you're bad at algebra, and you need to think about that and do something about that, because you're going to be riding the struggle bus for real. So just saying. So I'm going to do my world famous, not really, hamburger method. Put a bun on the top, bun on the bottom. I'm going to multiply everything through by my lowest common denominator. This is 1 over 1, 2 over 1, 8 over 17, plus negative. I'll make minus when I write the next line. So I'm going to multiply on top and bottom inside this radical by 17. I'm technically multiplying by 1, totally allowed. Negative square root of. That becomes 17 minus 8 over 34. 17 minus 8 is 9. Negative square root 9 over square root 34, which is negative 3, rationalized in our heads because we're so smart, root 34 over 34. And there you have it. And don't forget, I messed up the next example. In case you fast forward just to this part, I messed up the last example, or the next example. I'm recording backwards. So I dropped this sign, the radical, going to this step. So keep that in mind when you get there, okay? I do go over a very good trick for this one, so don't just take the answer and run. I make your life a million times easier, so watch the video. You're welcome. So hopefully that was helpful. If you're happy and you know it, thumbs it up, comment, question, concerns, requests in the comments section, and keep your eyes peeled on the description box, and there's a playlist of other examples as well as the ones I'm uploading in this set. And that's it. Adios. Bye.